My name is Clara Hali and I'm a sculptor based in the Blue Mountains. The work in this exhibition consists of sculptures and drawings. The main themes are figures and landscape, yogis and yoginis, and the ancient structures of Buddhist stupas. I work mostly in bronze, clay, wood, and more recently found objects and repurposed objects. The title, The Circle and Square, derived from basic building blocks of geometry, nature and architecture. Circle and square, cube and sphere. I just love the possibility of playing with those forms in sculpture. One stupa. My practice has explored the human form as well as natural and built structures. There have been many influences in my work throughout the history of art, both Eastern and Western cultures. One of particular influence has been Cubism. Cubism rattled the cage of convention at the time with its distorted perspectives and angular planes, qualities that I think are perfect for representing the human condition. The bronze casting process is quite involved. It has many stages, starting with wax. The end product is bronze. This little figure, called Pose of the Child, is completed. Here's a wax equivalent of the same sculpture. For the pouring, we need to be able to get the bronze in and the air out. So these structures are sprues, which are now in wax, but will be hollow tubes when we're pouring the bronze. The cup acts as a funnel to catch the bronze. Then the mould is made. So this is not the same sculpture, but this is a mould made from ceramic shell. The wax is burnt out, so you can see it's hollow. When we pour the bronze, it goes into a bucket of sand and the bronze gets poured in. Then the mould is broken off, chipped off, and this, even though it's not the same sculpture, is what we get at the end. So these sprues are all now bronze. Some have already been cut off. This is the cup. These need to be removed, and then you can see this will be a figure like that. So over here is where I do my metal work with the grinding and such. And once it's all cleaned up and you can't see where those sprues were, it's ready for patina. So I then sandblast it or polish it, and then I apply patinas, which are chemicals applied with heat, and then wax coating to stabilise the patina, and then it's done. The figures and landscape are about human condition, really, and what has really influenced me is the topography of the Blue Mountains. What I'm interested in is trying to capture the difficulties of balance in our lives through using landscape or geological forms. The essence of the stupas for me was finding a jewel in a heap of rubbish. After the bushfires in 2019, I went walking in the national park and found some items that reminded me of Tibetan Buddhist stupas. So I collected these and then had to find a way to use them. So then I got involved with finding all sorts of different objects. They included plumbing fittings, cogwheels, nuts and bolts, all sorts of industrial items and domestic items like cheese graters. The yogis and yoginis is a series of yoga postures. This was influenced by my mother, who was a yoga teacher. Yoga means union of body and mind, or body and spirit. And through these postures, some of them very difficult, we're trying to find a balance in our lives. It starts with the transformation of materials, ideas and subject. But really what I'm interested in is the transformation of humans, of people, being able to transform their own lives into better lives, to find meaning in their life.